in today's video.
Robert said he's ready for a 25-minute sprint against you. Do you think it'll even reach the judges' scorecards?
I don't think so. We'll need 25.
Fans have noticed a change in Khamzat Chimaev. He's no longer the wild, untamed force that MMA enthusiasts had grown accustomed to.
Say something now! Let's go, man! Let's go!
I can see you every minute. Come on backstage, smash your face.
I'm gonna take everything from this UFC, bro.
Khamzat Chimaev is just a different type of fighter, man.
In recent months, Chimaev has exhibited a different aura. Calmer and more composed, a stark contrast to his once untamed, trash-talking persona.
A bit down, man.
We've seen a different version of you this week, a lot more calm, you've grown the hair out. But come Saturday, are we going to see the I want to kill everybody Khamzat, or are we going to see a different version of Khamzat?
Well, it doesn't matter which hair I have, but I'm gonna be Khamzat. But anyway, man, I always stay the same, man.
This transformation has sparked mixed reactions. Some wonder if Chimaev's evolution might lead to a more calculated but less aggressive approach in the cage. For others, there's a concern that this new attitude could translate into a less thrilling version of the fighter they love to watch. Everyone remembers when Conor McGregor took a less aggressive approach in his second fight against Dustin Poirier. Conor chose to present a different aura, more calm and collected, a stark contrast to his once unbridled, talkative persona. However, this transformation drew mixed reactions, and the fight ultimately didn't go in McGregor's favor. Now Chimaev is showing a similar shift, adopting a quieter demeanor. Fans have even started calling this new version of him Philosopher Khamzat.
So tell me, brother, what else do you want to achieve in your life?
To be a good father as a boy.
How has fatherhood changed you?
Many things changed in my life when I got the kid, you know. So to think about the things where I do before 10 times I do anything, you know.
You think?
Yeah. Before it was crazy. I was just doing the things and now I did wrong, you know. I didn't think about it could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I just think, this good thing I went there and could be some wrong thing I did, you know, in my life. But now you do anything before you do, like you think about like if my son grow up, well, how he gonna see me, you know, how he will think about me, you know.
Yeah.
What kind of man my father is.
If your son ever decided to become a UFC fighter himself, would you allow him to be one?
I don't think so. He will be that kind of guy like me, you know. He has everything I dreamed before, you know. So I don't think so. He gonna be that guy. Like maybe he become a doctor. Maybe he become some, I don't know. Like
you wouldn't want him to become a UFC fighter.
If he would like, is up to him. First thing for me, if he become a good man, good human. And
very important.
Yeah, that's the important for me.
Old Chimaev may have relied solely on his aggression to overwhelm his opponents, but will Philosopher Khamzat be able to draw Robert into wrestling and control him on the ground? Whittaker is much bigger than Burns and Usman, against whom Boers didn't see much use for his wrestling. Therefore, many are confident that Chimaev does not have significant advantages over Robert in other aspects, and in some important ways, Whittaker is even better. The fight will be 5 rounds, and many believe that Khamzat's chances of lasting the full distance are not very high. Robert has a great gas tank, probably his main advantage over Chimaev. Whittaker has 5 full 5-round fights under his belt, including 2 wars with Yoel Romero. Khamzat has never participated in a 5-round fight, and in his 3-round bouts, he hasn't looked very confident in the later stages in terms of physical conditioning.
Well, it means that Khamzat Chimaev is probably the best 1-round fighter that we have in the UFC. Can he go 5 rounds? Right? That is a real question.
Khamzat is strong, but bro, that Burns fight like showed a lot.
If the fight with Whittaker goes beyond the 1st round, and especially beyond the 3rd, his chances of winning will drop significantly. So it's obvious that Chimaev will be looking for a quick finish, like he did in his early UFC fights when he steamrolled his opponents. But unlike Kevin Holland, Whittaker knows how to wrestle, including defending against takedowns. 82%. Chimaev hasn't lost his confidence. When asked about Robert Whittaker and the challenges ahead, he didn't shy away from stating his belief in his wrestling ability, confidently dismissing the notion that Whittaker could stop his takedowns.
I'm here to finish somebody. I'm here to fight, man. So maybe come here and jump around like kangaroo, man. Around, I don't know. Robert is as the guy I looked up to him when he was the champ, man. First fight when I did, he was champ already in UFC, man. So he's a legend. I am happy to fight with this guy and so much motivated for that, you know. And these guys here sit close to Max Holloway, Hall of Fame, being the BMF champ, world champ in UFC, man. Ilya Tapuri, he did work with me. He's the champ right now. I want to be the champ as well, so they're just motivated, man.
This new composed Boers is still convinced of his edge in the fight game, but now there's a sense of realism that wasn't always there before. For example, when asked about Alex Pereira, he responded respectfully, stating that he still believes he can beat Pereira, but also admits that the Brazilian poses a serious threat to him in stand-up and could knock him out.
You know, it's crazy that you mentioned Alex then, because somebody was talking to me and said, who do you think that is out there that could beat Alex? And I said, you know what? Call me crazy. I said, but Khamzat at 205. Yeah. I think you have the style. Is that something you think about? Like maybe one day?
Of course, I've been always open for that. So I know stylistically this match for me much easier than other guys, you know. So yeah. But in striking, I'm honest. I know the guy can knock me out, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone. I know the guy is good striker, one of the best guy who has hardest punches. But I'm one of the best grappler, best wrestler. Yeah. He's not that.
Sure.
So
it'd be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's easy to think that Chimaev's evolution might lead to a less aggressive approach in his fights. Perhaps some fans fear that this change in attitude could mean a less exciting version of the fighter. However, it's also likely that this mature, professional Chimaev will be even more dangerous. He's now leveraging experience, preparation, and calculated game planning to complement his natural gifts and raw power. Chimaev says he doesn't think Whittaker is his most dangerous opponent at this point in his career, but it seems Chimaev is being disingenuous. His opponent is one of the most stylistically uncomfortable for him, and this will be the toughest test of his career, on which his future will depend. For now, Khamzat remains undefeated, but a loss would destroy that image instantly. Therefore, he only needs a win, and an effective win, to get a chance to fight for the title. So, we wish him good luck.
Can you fight anywhere in the world? Can you fight in the US?
Of course, yeah. Let Donald Trump win the fight now, so I will be there.
So today, Donald Trump in his stories put up Khamzat and said, great fighter. So do you think he's going to be rooting for Khamzat in this fight? And if he becomes the next president of the United States, can you finally solve the visa problems with Khamzat?
Yeah, he hasn't had any real bad visa problems, Khamzat. We've had Khamzat in the States.
Will he be able to keep Khamzat off him, or will he be able to stop Khamzat's onslaught of takedowns and grappling exchanges in the first 2 rounds? I'd say early on, Khamzat will submit him if he's gonna win, and then later on, Rob will just TKO him in round 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't know which one, but one of them. Which one do I want to go with? I just think, again, Rob is just a guy not to be fucked with. I mean, look at his last fight now, so hopefully people will remember. People will remember who he is now. So I think Rob will do it again. Maybe not as early. Definitely not as early. I don't think so. I just think he'll catch him later on. But he has to weather the storm, man. He has to survive. I'm gonna go Rob. I'm gonna go Rob with this one with a late finish. What round? Round 4. Cool. Yeah, round 4. I'm gonna go Rob round 4, late finish.
If there's a guy to stop Chimaev now that has a possibility to do so, is Robert Whittaker, but he's gonna have to be on his A game because Chimaev is no joke and his team's unstoppable right now.
Who's your favorite fighter in the UFC?
Jon Jones.
Jon Jones.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. We'd be very grateful.